Crank it up.
We're back at stage 305 inside Magic City Casino for a night full of sweet surprises. Tonight, we're bringing you some of Miami's top sugary connoisseurs. These contestants are competing for $5,000 and the title of Ultimate Miami Dessert. The contestants are all set up in their individual stations with samples of their desserts. The way round one works is the audience is going to walk around and sample everyone's goodies. Then they're going to vote on their favorite by inserting this chip into the box. The top two desserts with the most chips are going to move on to round two, the refrigerator challenge.
Crank it up.
My name's Michael Dean Wilson. I'm in Florida about 12 years, in the Miami area for about 2 years now. My grandmother got me cooking because I liked to eat so much. I was always hanging out in the kitchen, so she made sure I knew how to cook. The thing about desserts that I love is the creativity and the presentation that you can come across. Desserts can be very elegant if they're done right and presented right. I definitely think I have a very good chance of winning. It's because I've been in the business for a while. My dessert, I'm sure that I've chosen is going to get me to the second round to begin with. More than one had told me that it was orgasmic. You'll like it.
I believe my biggest competition would be the gentleman sitting next to me, because we have basically the same background and the same training and the same catering experience.
Dean, how's it going so far?
Great, great. Everybody seems to enjoy the dessert.
What is the name of your dessert and what's in it?
It's rum mango upside down cake. It has Captain Morgan's in it, mango chunks, brown sugar, cinnamon, and it's a yellow cake mix.
A lot of these desserts have alcohol in it. Is that something that's common?
It's very common with desserts to put a little bit of alcohol in it for taste. Miami's all about mangoes and rum.
My name is Esty. I have a little boy. He's 7. That's my world. He helps me bake. I call him Chef Wolverine. I love doing little flowers and little things. You have to have a lot of patience, and it takes time, but it's nice when people actually notice your work and they're like, wow, that's really nice. I love that. If I'm in a bad mood, I love making chocolate chip cookies. If I feel like baking for friends, I like making little shooters. Thanksgiving is my favorite one, so I love making pumpkin spice bread pudding. I love that you have a mess of ingredients all over the place and it looks like a disaster. As you start baking, it gets better, and then when you start decorating, it's pretty. And I think life is like that. Sometimes it looks like a disaster, and when you start putting things together, it's nice to see an end product that's pretty. My max has been 27. I bake from home, so I think everything would be fun, but I think the pressure and you know, being able to crank out 400 samples, I think that'll be a little intense.
I do believe with Esty being an amateur baker with a small oven, and the most she's done is 27 cupcakes, that this is a good starting point for her, but I don't believe that she will be able to win a competition.
Her being a home cook doesn't concern me, but having only done that many, I've done children's birthday parties with more cupcakes than that, and it's a matter of efficiency and consistency, and putting out 400 for a competition, I think it's going to be way too hard for her to make them all the same and in a good amount of time.
I think everybody other than Esty, I hate to say that, has a shot.
Home bakers bake with love. I think we have a lot of passion, and we seize opportunities like this. It's very daring and it's gutsy, but you know, if you have heart and dedication, you have a shot.
What is your dessert? What's in it?
It's a guava bread pudding, and then on the middle it's got cream cheese, a guava cube, and then it's got Gouda cheese on the bottom, and a cream cheese sauce, and a guava drizzle with a little handmade fondant flour.
How much of that is made from scratch, and how much of that do you buy?
All of it was made from scratch. Every flour, petal by petal, up.
What is the yellow stuff?
That's Gouda cheese to balance out the sweet and salty, so you have a sweet and savory dessert.
What is it about those flavors that work so well?
I I'm Cuban, and we have a traditional dessert called timba, and it's guayaba and cream cheese. So that inspired me to do a bread pudding like that. And I knew the savory and the salty was gonna work.
Delicious. And I love the flower. Beautiful touch.
Thank you.
My name is Jessica Williamson. I'm 23 years old. I have a cupcake business that I'm currently looking to move out of my home and into a real shop. Started doing it for fun, and I had so many people order from me that it's like exploded into a big business that I hope to do something with. I think I can win with a cupcake. Yeah, I think I've got a cupcake that's a little different than people are used to. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I really think a cupcake can win. Right now, my business is home-based. I have a 2-year-old daughter, so it's been harder for me to get going. I'm finishing my business degree in the near future, and I look to have my own freestanding shop. I have a lot of unique ideas that are secrets, but it's different.
I do not believe a home baker can beat me. I have the training of the Ritz-Carlton. We get put through rigorous training.
I think the food will speak for itself. Like I said, you know, my dessert didn't go to school or anything. It's going to come from us. So I think it's going to come down to the food, and I have every chance to win as somebody who has training.
Jessica, your cupcakes look delicious!
Thank you.
I heard you're a home baker, so how does that work? Because this is a lot of quantity. There's a lot of people here.
We actually made these, me and my fiance, 36 at a time out of one oven. I have a 3-year-old daughter. She helped me make some of these. She said that they're perfect, so.
I'm sure she was there to sample along every single step of the way.
I'm gonna take her word for it.
Yeah, tell us about the cupcakes, the ingredients, flavor, all that good stuff.
I have basil cupcakes made with fresh basil, a little bit of fresh strawberry buttercream, and basil sugar on top. And the buttercream has some cake vodka in it for a little bit of a spike. I did basil cupcakes because I wanted something not too sweet, overwhelming with the strawberries. So the basil and the strawberry goes very well together, and it's inspired by a real martini where I work. I'm a cocktail waitress, so it's from a real martini. I turned it into a cupcake.
Really good. You go ahead and interview yourself.
Crank it up.
My name is Gilbert Arriaza. I'm one of the family members that own and run Gilbert's Bakery. I certainly think that I could win. I definitely have all the prerequisites, I think, to win in terms of being part of Miami, knowing what Miami people like. I have everything in terms of techniques, everything in terms of experience to win. Being the ultimate Miami best dessert would be a great thing for me individually. I mean, to know that I was able to compete and actually succeeded at something, you know, with competitors on our level or on different levels. It would be great to have it up on our walls, you know. I mean, we've got the 35 years experience, and that's a really good thing. And it'd be great for me to have something like this under my belt that I could show.
Gilbert, I think, is my biggest competition because he has been in the industry for quite a while. He knows what he's doing, he's grown up in it, so I think he does know something, and he knows how to be successful in the business.
Gilbert's Bakery does not intimidate me at all. His family may have 100 years of baking experience, but I feel like I'm newer, and you know, I know what's going on, I know what the trends are, and I know what people like, and some things are just not good anymore.
You are Gilbert. You are the Gilbert from Gilbert.
I'm one of the Gilberts. My father's the Gilbert. I'm the Gilbert, I guess, now, or the second Gilbert.
I've been to your bakery many a times. That's so cool you're here. What brings you here today, I would think?
We just wanted to get the word out that we can make excellent desserts, and it was a wonderful idea to compete in an event like this. I mean, we're very happy to be here.
Excellent. And what did you make today?
We made a dessert that we think really captures what a cabana drink is like, but in a dessert. I mean, essentially it's made with rum, passion fruit, and mango.
Delicious.
And we fixed it up in a nice martini glass. I mean, I think that looks like a drink, doesn't it?
You have the umbrella and everything. Yeah, it's a total drink.
Umbrella. I mean, it's kind of kitschy, huh? I mean, I think it's great.
Hi, my name is Shanika Williams. I'm 32 years old. I'm currently the pastry assistant at the Ritz-Carlton at Key Biscayne. What I love about desserts the most is really the baking part of it. How you can take simple ingredients like eggs and sugar and cream and create a completely different dessert that entices all the senses. You could take somebody back to their childhood memory just by whipping up something that can take a little less than 5 minutes. I think I can win the Ultimate Miami contest because I have 2 different backgrounds. I have a school background because I graduated from the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. Then I also have world background, which I gained from working on a farm in my grandmother's restaurant.
The professionals, they're in the back of the house. You know, they really have to work under the auspices of a executive chef. You know, I think we have an edge over the professionals in a competition like this one. Really, I do.
Even though I work for a big name company, I feel like I have more to prove because I have to live up to the standard of that big name company. I work for the Ritz-Carlton at Key Biscayne, and I have to live up to the prestige of the Ritz-Carlton. I do not believe that somebody that is a home baker or that has a food truck can beat somebody with that type of backing and the type of training that comes with it.
Tell us about your dessert.
Hi, name of my dessert is Miami because I wanted to take the essence of Miami, all the different Spanish cultures down here, and I wanted to make it a Pan-American dessert. So I took a traditional tres leches dessert and I turned it into a cuatro leches. I took coconut flavored Alizé, soaked it with a coconut flavored cake that I made, and added coconut milk, sweet condensed milk, Coco Lopez, and also some heavy cream. And then I layered the cake with guava paste, macadamia nut, and Italian meringue that I toasted off on top.
That is a lot of ingredients. Where did you come up with this invention?
I came up with it because I've been in the industry down here for 6 years now, and working with different types of Spanish restaurants, I combined different desserts from each restaurant that were top sellers at each restaurant that I worked at.
Okay, well, thank you. Really good.
My name is Shelby Gansel, and I own Pack Pastries. It is a vegan, gluten-free, organic mobile food truck. I love when I bake the fact that, like, right now people are shocked when they try my stuff and they are like, I can't believe this is vegan and gluten-free, and they're just like blown away by it. I wanted to join the competition because I knew that it would be a chance to prove myself that, you know, just because my, pastries are gluten-free, vegan, and organic, that they will be better than anybody else's who, even if they have all the bad stuff in them. And, I think that people are just gonna really like me.
You'd be very surprised what you can come up with gluten-free options nowadays. There's a lot of products that are out there to use, and you become more creative.
I haven't tried many gluten-free or vegan desserts, but the ones that I have been cupcakes, and I really didn't like them too much. I didn't find them so interesting. I can tell the difference.
The second round is going to be, if I make it, which I know I will, it will be a little difficult for me because, I'm not being guaranteed that there's going to be vegan ingredients in that refrigerator for the refrigerator challenge.
If Shelby makes it to the second round and the ingredients in the fridge are not vegan, she's unwilling to taste it, that may limit her.
I don't believe, because she has such a big problem with tasting something that's not vegan, that I just discredit her altogether.
Without tasting it, it's going to be a real problem. And as far as, vegan, I'm not sure. A lot of the stuff that I've ever tasted is, sort of tasteless anyway, so.
I deal with that a lot when I'm on my food truck. I have to change somebody's mind, in the first few seconds that they're there. If they happen to see something on my truck that says vegan or gluten-free, I have to change their mind because they're automatically gonna think like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Shelby is bringing the healthy into the Ultimate Miami Dessert Competition. Tell us about your dessert.
So I made a key lime pie with a little bit of chocolate fudge and a homemade coconut whipped cream. It's all sweetened with agave. Nothing is artificial, no artificial colors or anything like that. It's gluten-free, it's 100% vegan, so there's no cholesterol. But it doesn't taste like that. You're gonna taste like you're indulging. It's gonna be great.
Do you worry that there's another key lime pie?
No, I'm not worried at all because mine is completely different from hers. Mine's cashew based. So there's no dairy and eggs, and people are actually really excited when I tell them that. So, you know, they're happy that they can get something, and, you know, with all the other desserts around here, it's light and refreshing. You know, it's something different than all these like heavy desserts. So I'm totally confident. I'm not worried about her at all.
Crank it up.
My name is John Martinez, and I am the banquet production chef here at the Fontainebleau Miami Beach. I definitely enjoy being creative and innovative in pastry. There's always something new that's coming out, and different experience, new chemicals and techniques, and different ways of creating recipes. I definitely know that I can win this competition. I feel that my skills are where they should be. I have new and modern techniques. The other chefs I don't think are going to come with something that I'm going to produce. I love the joy that people get out of eating desserts. Everybody's always excited about when they go to dinner, you get the same steak and potatoes, but when dessert comes to the table, it's a show, and it really shows what you can do as a pastry chef.
John is a pastry chef at Fontainebleau. So, I mean, he does intimidate me a little bit just because, I mean, I'm not, as far as presentation goes, you know, I don't really think that he would be competition as far as like taste. I'm not intimidated by the big name like Fontainebleau or Ritz-Carlton, just because, you know, I feel like my stuff is already better than theirs because of where I am in my business life. I have my own business. I'm 23 years old, and I have customers who come to me.
I would be intimidated by John, but I don't know, maybe when we see him in action, maybe he's like that. And, you know, gets it all done and whips it out, like the food products, I mean.
I made a dulce de leche creme brulee. It has a fouilletine crunch bottom, and then I made alfajor cookies, and I crumbled them together to make the dust on the side.
Where did you draw your inspiration for this dessert?
Dulce de leche is a very Latin flavor. It's an ultimate Miami dessert competition, so I figured I'd go in that direction with the flavors. Coconut lime, dulce de leche, alfajores. Got the whole theme going.
So how many nationalities are being represented here?
Cuba, Venezuela.
Round 1 is complete, and the audience have turned in their votes. Let's see who moves on to round 2.
The first contestant to advance and battle it out in the final round for the chance to win is Esty from Etta. And the second contestant who advances is Sharnika Williams.
The crowd has decided that Sharnika and Esty have the favorite desserts of the night. They're now going to face off in the refrigerator challenge. So in the refrigerator, there's 18 ingredients. You're going to have 8 minutes to whip up something amazing for the judges, and they have to use at least 6 of those ingredients. This should be interesting.
What did you make for our judges tonight, and what ingredients did you use?
Yogurt, fresh raspberries, chocolate. I mean, it was kind of tough because you just had no time. You had to throw everything together, and I know raspberry is always good, and chocolate, that's amazing. So I went for what I thought I'd do.
Do you have a name for your concoction?
Raspberry fun, okay, thanks.
Thank you, Esty. All right, Sharnika, what did you make for our judges tonight, and what ingredients did you use?
I made a dessert that I like to call chocolate lover's dream. It has peanut butter, it has Nutella, it has fluffing stuff in there that I mixed with some Grand Marnier, some vanilla flavoring, and some confectioner sugar. Then I topped it off with some bananas and fresh raspberries.
My goodness, they sound so amazing. The judges have made their decision. Judges, Who is the creator of the ultimate Miami dessert? Drum roll, please.
The winner actually is Sharnika Williams.
Congratulations, Sharnika, you just won $5,000 and are the creator of the ultimate Miami dessert. Let's give a huge round of applause to Esty, who just won $500.
Ultimate Miami dessert, you're so fit and thin and beautiful. Did you like starve all day for tonight?
I'm a dessert-aholic. I have the worst sweet tooth, so this is my night, girl. So many things were so scrumptious and just tickled my palate. I mean, I really had a good time out there eating desserts. And the finals were fantastic. Both were good. And I told people I didn't like peanut butter and I don't like Nutella. But the dessert she put together, Sharnika, with marshmallow and I think chocolate and then something salty and bananas, it was off the charts. And it made me like peanut butter and Nutella.
You know, I think it was the Nutella, the peanut butter, the coconut, the banana that she put on that. All of it married together. And you know, the other dessert was just a little too dry. And that was really the downfall.
Did the right person win the Ultimate Miami dessert title?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. I think the dessert that she presented here during the Ultimate Miami dessert for the crowd was one of the two best. And the beauty of it is watching them perform their craft with these ingredients they don't know. That's the cool thing.
Esty, you made it to round 2, which is a huge accomplishment, but it didn't end fully well. Your thoughts?
I'm happy. I'm from home, just the whole experience, and I made it to the second round. That's what I was gunning for, that's what I envisioned, and I did it. So I'm happy. To me, I'm a winner, and I have all my friends and family here, so I'm happy. I won.
Congratulations, Sharnika.
Thank you so much.
Or should I call you the Ultimate Miami dessert winner from now on? Is that your new name?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you. I like the sound of that. It has a nice ring to it.
And the check has a nice ring to it as well.
Yes, yes, yes. It will help me so much, tremendously, to help me start my own business. I've been wanting to do this ever since I worked on my grandmother's farm when I was a little girl.
So is that what you're going to invest the money into, your own business?
Yes, ma'am. This is something that I would like to do so I can let my grandmother know in heaven that all her hard work paid off.
Oh, that's so sweet. The judges have spoken, and the woman behind the Ultimate Miami dessert is Sharnika. Join us next time for more Ultimate Miami competition, and for more information, visit theultimatemiami.com.
Crank it up. Crank